Huckabee, securing safety and the Second Amendment. Movies the Oscars missed with critic Ted Baer. And country music singer Craig Morgan performed.
All right, well, my next guest is an expert on geopolitical affairs. He has met with religious and political leaders all over the world. But you most likely know him as the multiple New York Times bestselling author of 13 novels and 5 nonfiction books. His international thrillers, based on real-world events, are often ahead of the news in predicting some frightening developments in terrorism and international relations. His highly anticipated new novel, The Kremlin Conspiracy, hits bookstores next week. Please welcome Joel C. Rosenberg. Got a brand new book, The Kremlin Conspiracy. But in this book, you're not really talking about the conflict in the U.S. and the Russians meddling with elections. So this is a novel, but how true could it be?
Well, it deals with a tyrant, a czar, rising in Moscow, who, but in this novel, the Kremlin leader is planning a blitzkrieg strike to grab one of the Baltic states. Why? These are NATO allies, which means they are under the protection of Article 5 mutual defense. One country's attacked, all of NATO comes to their rescue. But the gamble he wants to take is the idea that if he could move 100,000 troops, grab one or two or three of these countries, is NATO, is the American president, American government, going to actually go to full-scale war with Russia that could lead to nuclear war to protect, to rescue countries most Americans can't find on a map? Right now, Mike, there are fewer than 5,000 NATO troops spread out across all 3 of those countries. And so this raises the risk that maybe this isn't fiction. This is maybe going back to reality, that Putin has already invaded the Republic of Georgia. He's already invaded southern Ukraine and taken Crimea. He's already taken eastern Ukraine, and he's now fighting and slaughtering people in Syria. We ignore him at our peril. There's Russian blood in me, and I look back to the time of the czars, and I see a new czar rising in Vladimir Putin.
It sounds like you're saying, Joel, that Putin's really worry to us is a whole lot more about what he might do in expanding his kingdom rather than getting on Facebook and putting out some posts to...
That's right. Now, I think attacking our democracy is terrible, but it's not the most terrible thing he's plotting or that he has done.
Yeah.
You know, you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. He's eaten a whole bag of Oreos, and now he's stolen the dairy farm, and so far, nobody's really doing anything. Now, to President Trump's credit, to separate the two again, if he's really soft on Putin, why did he put Jim Mattis at the Defense Department? Mike Pence at his side, Mike Pompeo at CIA. These are strong guys, and they get Russia. He's also pushing NATO to spend more money, and they are, and he's spending more money on defense than ever before since Reagan. These are good things. But it is a little disconcerting that he will criticize and take a shot on Twitter at the North Korean leaders, Nancy Pelosi, Alec Baldwin. He's pretty soft so far on Putin, and it worries me. But setting that aside, a thriller allows you to set those things aside and go on a high-speed chase inside the heart of darkness.
Well, Joel C. Rosenberg's new book, as I said, is called The Kremlin Conspiracy. You can pre-order it right now at all major online book retailers, or you can go to Joel's website, joelrosenberg.com. You can order all of his terrific books, including the new one, The Kremlin Conspiracy, and learn about the Joshua Fund, the nonprofit organization that will help Israel. All right, Keith, take it away.